Alright, folks, let's go ahead and get started. I'm Valley, and welcome to another episode of Star Technology, where we're on a rock. This is our thinking rock. This is where we come to sit and think and evaluate. Self-evaluation is important. And right now, I'm a little frustrated. I messed up the last episode. Yep, I had a great episode last episode. But I've been changing some of my settings on the video thing, and I think it was just slightly too much. And the OBS couldn't handle it. I think it might have even just been the preview window that was just a little bit too much. It wasn't even the encoding or anything. The encoding is easy. So let's go and do a quick review of what happened last episode. Now, if you recall, we have these kind of goals. I'm not sure if augments actually need to be automated, and we'll get into that in a second. I mean, if we're going to use solar power, well, solar power is not up there. Solar power is up here. If we're going to use solar power, it seems to me like maybe we don't need the augments. But I'm not sure solar power is going to last for very long. So that's why I'm kind of going back and forth. We are working on the solar conversion, so it's going to be one of these two, maybe both, but at least one. We were going to make a multi-block mixer for a couple of different things, and I'm just not sure whether this is going to work out or not, and I'll show you why here in a second. And then we're also remaking all the motors. Lastly, we need to make the distillation tower. We've made the distillation tower. We just need to set it up. And part of why we're not setting it up yet is because we need so many pumps and things, and I just don't want to make them. So we're going to automate them. No big deal. But last episode, we kind of got sucked into a little bit. I'm trying to remember what we were automating something. Oh my goodness. And then these slimes. They just keep spawning. I'm trying to remember what it was that we were down here doing. Oh, right. We did all of silicone. That's right. So that's all lost. Basically what happened was I was doing the video and I finished it. Everything looked great, except it wouldn't stop recording. It was like I hit the stop recording button and it says stopping recording, but it just stayed there. So apparently I had to process through the buffer. But it's never done that before, so I thought, okay, well, I'll push the button again. Apparently, pushing the button again is the no, stop right now. You have to just flush everything. So I got a bunch of flushed data. Right. So we've got this guy. We've got the large chemical reactor. I think we did that 2 episodes ago. So that should be here, the last episode that you guys see. It's a little upsetting for me. And it is, why are you not running? I'm hoping you're not full. You are out of chlorine. Because chlorine just decided not to pump in there? We need another pickaxe, and we need to decide if we're going to make that... Yep, just randomly decided he didn't want to pump any... Oh, well, look. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I would really like that fixed. I'm not sure if it's something I'm doing. Nope. Or if it's the game, but... That is chlorine. Oh, it's actually just not getting very much chlorine. Which is surprising because we actually get a ton of chlorine. In fact, it might be worth it to repurpose this hydrochloric acid. That's going to be on our list of things to consider. Because if we're not making this silicone rubber, everything backs up. Regardless, we took all that stuff over there, and this is a little tricky to navigate. You got to get it right on the edge, and then you go right there like that. So you mix this, the siloxane, polydimethylsiloxane dust with some sulfur, just like you did with the rubber pulp, and you get liquid silicone rubber. We have a lot, so I'm not real worried about it now. But realistically, that's only, what, 3,000 ingots? So it's not like it's a huge ton. Although we have we have it forming into these ingots, and then the ingots go into the rubber extrusion and the thin silicone sheet extrusion. And the reason we do the thin silicone sheet extrusion is because... Not this. Not this. Well, what is it? Oh, right. Somewhere down the line, we need the neuroprocessors for LUV. I don't know. It's one of the higher tier LUV processors. And I just figured we may as well put that there for now. It'll just sit there forever. It's not even really sucking up power. It's fine. Is anything on this line even really running? I'm tempted to... Oh, see... Sometime in that last episode, that happened. Not cool. Not cool. We'll leave you there. You think about what you've done. We can put a point down, and because nothing's running, I think it'll be okay. But we are going to need to get some more silicon going. Speaking of which, well, we'll get to it. Okay, so silicone kind of took up the first part, and then we moved over to... Okay. We moved over to this here. Now, you'll notice that this is a little smaller than it was last time. Well, we got around to making the large wire mirror controller. That's why I was so disappointed. Because we actually made the large machine that I've been looking at. And just, you know, it's like when you go to the store and you pick up the item and you're like, I'm going to make some of that. I want to do that. I'm going to do that. Okay, so here's the system. And I can't really take it apart to show you. But this guy is all sterling silver cases. These slimes, look how I feel. Sad. Sad at the loss of the previous episode. They're sad that their brethren will never be remembered in song or in glory. Right, so each one of these is an input, and we're just going to input whatever we need. I was hoping for a 1-to-1, but it looks like you can't do it. However, what I think we can do is if I pulled out, what's a good one? We'll do electrum wire, right? Suppose I pull out a stack of electrum wire. This will only replenish it, I think, once per second. It can't, it's not once per second. It's something. And as long as whatever we pull out is getting replenished, basically less than the time it takes to make it. No, more than the time it takes to make it. Then I think it looks like we can keep this set up. Basically what happens is we put in a new item. We tell all of these that they're distinct buses. We give it the circuit setting it needs. And it'll try to make it. And eventually it'll come here and this will all get filled up, right? So if I pull a stack out of here, it dumps a stack in there. Yeah, it dumps a stack, but these are all well, these are the casings. We'll swap them out for buses later. But I just want to make sure. So it has to be full for this process to work. It's very fragile. It could break at any time. But what this means is we've got one wire mill processing 9 items. I can't come up with a way to make it do more than 9. Basically 1 per output. But that seems like a pretty good deal to me. Yeah, because you know, we have a lot of things over there where it's like one input, one output, and then the machine in the middle. That's 3 blocks to do one thing. Well, here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on average blocks to do one thing. So I think that's pretty good. I did want to check cupronickel. Okay, so we should make some copper, and we are making cupronickel. And copper we're doing. Okay, so let's go set up some cupronickel and see if that works. You are working, right? The solar power we set up a while ago, it's always producing more than it needs. I don't know what this line is. I don't know what's going on here necessarily, but hey, look. Well, okay. Nope, we're gonna leave it there. Okay, let's go set up cupronickel, and we'll see how this process works for one. And then we can do the motor makers. And so the motor makers themselves are going to be pretty simple because we are going to have this machine doing it. And the reason we use the multi-block instead of the is... Can I show it in here? I don't think I can. Look, guys, I don't want to play right now. We're busy showing stuff. Yeah, it won't show it because nothing's being made. It'll be idle most of the time. And then every once in a while, it'll kick on. And they might shut down if the inputs run out, but I don't think that's going to be an issue with how slow it's going. Yeah, so we use this guy because this guy is much, much more efficient with the power. The regular wire mills will scale. So if we look at tin wires, for example, and I know you're probably like, oh, okay, look, you've been talking about this for a long time. It took us a long time to get to this point, and now I'm trying to explain everything that we did in like 2 seconds. All right, 1x tin wire. Oh, here, 1x tin wire in the wire mill. All right, 5.9 seconds, 7 EU per tick. That's LV. So if we go up to MV and then HV, now we're talking about 112 EU per tick. That's a quarter of a solar panel. But more importantly, it takes 1.45 seconds. This is the part that I actually care about, is the time it takes. So on the flip side, if we go here and we do perfect overclocking, when we get to HV, we're at 0.35 seconds. So it can keep up a lot faster. And in fact, we could probably bump it up to faster. We'll have to play with how fast we output it with time. With time, we'll get that down. But for now, this is a fairly straightforward way of doing it. And as long as everything's playing nicely, we should be good. I realize as I'm talking about it that slowing it down and saying that the speed was my #1 focus is a little silly. Yep, that's just how it be. Okay, so we're gonna run over here. We're gonna grab cupronickel from wherever we have it. That's zinc, so that's brass up there. And your cupronickel. So left click, and we should be able to, I think I've got some. Yeah, I was doing all of this stuff. No, yeah. We want the LV output bus. Not because we can't do the HV. Sorry, not because we can't do a higher one. Would it be worth doing a higher one? Gosh, if we could. Okay, I don't know how this works necessarily. It might be worth doing. Oh, come on, buddy. You know that's not cool. I'm gonna need to get some armor just for the slimes. Okay. Right, so we're going to come in here, change this to a 2, right? Because it was 2x, yeah? Yeah. So we change this to a 2, and now when we shift right click this pulls all those in. It doesn't have any place to put them yet, so we're gonna grab one of these and swap it out for the output bus. And now it does have some place to put it, right? So it's gonna tool along. It's gonna make Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, no. Okay. This isn't going to work. Well, booger. This is not unsolvable. It's just way more jury-rigged than I want. What I want is a way to... Okay, look. We had like a whole following. They were playing nicely last time. Okay, so if we do this, what we have to do is remember where each one of these goes. We have to move them over. This is only when we update it. So I don't know that this is the best plan. I just want to do something interesting. We have to clear all these out, which we can't because inventory issues. Okay. So this is only when we update to a new one, though. Keep in mind. All right, and then you get pulled out and put into the gold wire drawer. Okay. And the reason why we're doing this is it should work. It should work. Once we get all 9 of them set up, we won't have to touch it again. It'll be beautiful. You're making Cooper-Nicker wire now. Good. Although I did finish that one. Oh, you know what? Well, it would be nice if I could... It would be nice if you had some control over it. I don't know how to make that happen. I don't actually want to use that, do I? Okay. Yeah, you can just stay there. Oh my goodness, why? Oh, because I... I was like, why can't I jump? Okay, we're good? We're good. Alright, you're done, which means we want to put a... We're full on inventory already? Oh, wait. Okay, first off, lock you. Ah. I don't want that. I want this guy to be facing, no, that way maybe. And then we actually want to use the robot arm, which we need to go make a few more of. And then we're going to tell the robot arm bring that down to 1, keep exact, and 512 is fine, whatever. Now we can shift grab you, put you right there. Yeah. Okay. Except it doesn't work when it's first filling up. It's fine. It'll work its way through there eventually. Yeah. So now I can put these back. And I can even put them back in order, I think. Because this guy will try to finish filling up the stacks. It's not even updating the JEI. Yeah. So this guy could actually... Let's experiment with it a little bit. How do we get up there? Back here. If I grab this and I bring this up to 4... It'll just change the speed that it's running it at, but it won't ever clear out that stack before this fills that stack back up. So do we even go a little higher? The ideal position is... Okay, so this has got 512 in it now. So if I pull out like that many. Yeah, we want to see that point where it maxes out. Okay, we're good. Okay, so this is my goal. This is we're going to set this up. And then I want to set it up also, do the exact same thing. Right, the amount of power it's using is trivial, which is nice. And we're going to set up the exact same thing But for the... Why do I have so many silver ingots on me? Oh, because I never put them away. That makes sense. Right, so we're, like always, we're slow rolling everything. We're going to replace these guys, the lathes. We can't do the polarizer and we can't do the assembler. So no matter what we do, this is going to have to be a 3x3. And I can't come up with a way to make that not pop out like that. But if it's a 3x3, we could even maybe move it forward one and over one. So it's up against the wall there. And then we could put another one over here. That sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan to me. You just be cute. The little ones are cute, right? Yeah, you just stay there. Okay, so this is our... When I say it's dangerous to go alone, take this. That's what this sign is for. Yeah, let me pause it for a second. I want to check my recording. Yeah, sorry. I know it's not super interesting, but I'm almost positive that the thing that was causing everything to fall into a tizzy was the fact that I was trying to show, you know, you've got a preview of whatever is being recorded while you're recording. And that preview was, I think, eating up just the right amount of GPU that it didn't like it. Okay. Ugh, more lapidary dynamo. Okay, look. I'm tired of the lapidary dynamos being in my inventory. We want to go over to southwest. This is our hall of lapidary dynamos. We've got some stainless steel on us, and we've got these guys. Okay, so the stainless steel casings we don't need. We don't need these advanced wire mills just yet. We might later. Like maybe if there's something that's only ever used once. Sure. For now, we're going to consider maybe putting them all in the machine. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so let's go make another one of these guys. These guys are fairly straightforward. I was like... Okay, so these guys keep coming up the waterfall. Or not. Where is it? Can't possibly... Is it... Oh, is it down one more? It sounds really loud. I might just silence that permanently. Yeah, see, don't be up here, buddy. This is not for you. Whoa! Was not expecting that. Alright. Yeah, you just hang out up there. Whoa! There's so many of them. Stop! I can't even figure out how they're getting out. I've closed off everything, right? So where are they getting out? Alright. It's fine. It's fine. We're just go back up. We gotta run this through the bender. I've got some cobalt up there. Sure hope this is out on one. It is. And let's see, to make the cobalt, we need 12 foil, which is 3 plates. Yeah. Okay, so we'll run you through. I'll just run through it again. So you just smelt the cobalt, which I think is funny. Oh, I keep forgetting I've got signal plates already. Somewhere along the line, I think I was planning on making a ton of these machines, which we should make a ton of these machines. We just don't have the EV processors for it yet. And we need to save some EV processors. Last time we hit this point where, oh, and we got another thing I can prep. You know, I don't remember. Did I make the bucket in last episode or 2 episodes ago? I think it might have been last episode. One of the things that we did was, build this all in. No, down here. So that's all covered in glass now. And that's it surprises me just how much that orange doesn't look like there's glass there. That's crazy. Right, so we need an assembler. We have this, we have this. We will toss this. Oh, the aluminum glass. Right. All right, aluminum glass is no big deal. We just have to, it takes a second. Because we grab this. We grab a tempered glass. Oh, you know what? I don't think it does take a second. I think it took us a while the first time because we had to make the chemical the fluid solidifier. But now I can just run it through this extruder. I have to use this fluid cell. No, in the back. There we go. And then we have to run down and find the machine. Probably up here. There's a mixer. This is mixing Kovar dust, which we can't do yet. Oh, right. Oh, no. I used the fluid solidifier. Okay, hold on. This takes almost an amp. So what if we made a fluid solidifier 3? That's no, I'm not doing that. Okay. Okay. Let's keep in mind that we're going to do that. But I don't want to make more pumps. Let's automate the making of pumps. It does mean that we're looking at a lot. Okay, so we were automating a bunch of stuff. And now I got to go back through and figure out. We don't need... Yes, we do need this. No, we've got to... Well, maybe we need more? I don't know. So the advanced extruder too. That's what I wanted. Oh, we can. We can make an extruder controller. And these ones are even easier to do. No, they're not. They're exactly the same. It's not controlling the input that's hard. It's not controlling where the output goes that's hard. It's controlling the fact that it will just try to fill any output with any recipe. And you don't get to choose which recipe it does. In this one's case, it always does the gold one first. So that's what's taking a second. Okay, you can go back in here for a minute. And I want to automate those things. So let's hop over there and think about what we need to automate those. We have... see, we need to do the lathe because what we want to... These catch-22s, they put me in such a tizzy. Such a tizzy. Okay. Let us... You know what? We're not even going to automate it over there. We're just going to automate it as part of this. That seems... yeah, that seems reasonable. It's 2 machines. That's it. We just need the 2 machines. Okay, so let's do this. Do we have an assembler on us? I don't think so. Yeah, we're going to make... Why did I need the wire mill? Oh, right. In fact, I have it in the clipboard. For the conveyor, we needed motors, silicone rubber, wire mill, and assembler. I don't know why I thought we needed sheets of silicone rubber, because obviously we don't. We've got the motors. We don't need the wire mill anymore. And we do need 2 assemblers. So let's go make the 2 assemblers. Yep. That's a yes. Okay. We're going to... Okay, we don't even need to be down here. We have better things to do with ourselves. We can come up here. And somewhere I put motors. Not over here. Literally in the exact opposite corner. So the thing that I feel like there's kind of a shared process, right? Like a shared experience with how we're playing. Here we go. So for the assemblers, it's 4, it's 10. So we need 20 assemblers. Or 20 motors. Okay? And then from here, it's pretty simple. We go down. We have some gold cable on us. We're gonna leave that just, well, see, we can't. Let's go ahead and break this. And then it won't make any more. I keep going back and forth. It doesn't matter if it makes any more. It's all free. It's not even costing us hardly any power. If you remember, in fact, I think we did it last episode, so I'll review it. I pulled off the solar panel off of here, put a flux point in there. It's using like somewhere between 128 and 256 FE per tick, which is somewhere between 1 and 2 LV amps, which is 1/16th of one of those, I think. So I'm just not worried about it. Oh, and I need more of this. So one of the things that I would love to see in a mod like this, it would be the worst. Don't get me wrong. The absolute worst is, right, so I've got these HV conveyor modules. I made them with electric motors, right? But how did I make those electric motors? Well, these guys have got, maybe we've got a couple options here, but maybe we only have one. But these silver cables, do they have rubber or silicone rubber? Does this use rubber or silicone rubber? It doesn't have to affect anything, just the fact that it lists what was used in the manufacturer as like just metadata, pure unrelated to anything else metadata. Oh, that would just, I would trip all over myself to get the exact right setup there. I cannot express how terrible that would be to do. Okay, so we need 4 pistons. That's what we're working on next. That was 12. Sure. And then we need, good, 4 small gears. And then we're going to run over here and grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We actually only need 4 in there, but we need the other ones for the actual robot arms themselves. Are you still mixing? No. Oh, it's that. Ha! Oh, I bet you we only put 11 in then. Let's put 1 more in. And there's our 12. And... oh boy. So I made some pizza. I have to be gluten-free. But I made some gluten-free pizza for today from scratch. First time I've ever tried making it myself. It was not bad. It was as good as one could expect from pizza you made yourself. However, that gluten-free, whatever assembly I put together is fighting back a little bit. And I find that very funny. I've been actually thinking about trying to go back on regular bread, but only if I make it myself, just to see if it's, you know, maybe it's not the gluten, maybe it's chemicals in the processed stuff. I don't know. I really like sandwiches. I really like pizza. One of these days, I will find a good solution, not just a passable solution. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. I know we said that's where we were gonna assemble this stuff, but I don't know what to do if we're dropping it down to this few steps. It really doesn't seem worthwhile, because we can go here and we can grab one of these gold wire, shift left click, and shift right click. No, put one down here first. And then you only have, oh, robot arm it is. We have no more robot arms. right? Yes, that's right. Okay. I don't want to, but we're gonna make a bunch of MV, because I'm out of LV stuff. So we'll do 1, and then why are you not running? You don't have any copper cables. Why don't you have copper cables? Why don't you have copper cables? You're supposed to be putting copper cables out to the side, right? Huh. Well, so what I think we were doing was this guy was using a pusher upgrade, and that pusher upgrade disappeared somewhere. So, like, I can take this. That's the copper cable, right? Yeah. And it'll update it, and then I can put this over here. Come on. And now that guy will get to work again. Oh, it's both of them. So we're not even making more electric motors. That's not good. That's not good at all. And then I think we take the aluminum rods, which are in here. Yes. And then more copper cable. How many copper cables? Okay, look. Can we make these? No, we can't. Let's just grab you. Let's just throw you over in here. And I guess I don't know how many it takes anymore. We got those. We got these. We got these. Oh, it's gonna take a stack and a half. Okay. Well, I'm glad I grabbed all those there. Oh my goodness, these guys again. All right, so like I said, we're gonna catch 22. I want to set up the multi thing, but we need more pumps and in order to make the fluid solidifier, right? Because I stole the fluid solidifier. Oh, this is slow. This is like upsettingly slow. Okay, how many do you have? It's right here, right? We're gonna just take these, and you can just not work anymore. I'm okay with that. Those are still at 0. Oh wait! Aha! We'll go like that. We'll put half of them back. Bro, I really don't like that. Okay. Can I do thank you? Yeah. So that's the thing. If you're standing inside the block, see, I can't. Oh, I can. If I look around, I can see the outside edge, but it basically means that when it does the ray to check for interception, it's always going to see this invisible block I'm inside of first. So if I'm standing right here and I've got these in my hand, technically there's a block there, but you know, how often do you see blocks just outlined in Minecraft? So, all right, we're gonna go grab a half a stack of MV processors. And I think that should be it, right? Use right here, yes, great. Okay, and again, the reason normally I would use LV, although we're probably just going to switch over to HV here shortly, if we have them on tap, right? That seems like only reasonable. We're going to go over to north, yes. And the reason we do that is mostly just so that we don't have 9 stacks in here. So we'll grab this. We'll tell you to keep exact, and you can have 16. And we're doing that because that just makes things easier. So much easier. Okay, now we have not soldering alloy. one of these is this one. 93C, which is cyan, light blue, brown. Okay. I can't be the only one who thinks that the colors in Minecraft aren't the actual colors, that they're hard to tell apart. Okay, 9-3-C. You down. And then these will be the first ones we consistently coat in rubber, or sorry, in silicone instead of rubber. How much? It doesn't tell me durability, huh? No, down here. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna pass this into this guy, which means it needs a pump. And you need to be set to insert. Okay, we have gold cables being made, and you can go very nicely into, buddy. Thank you. There, but again, it's going to need a... I use so many of these robot arms lately. I really need to automate them. We haven't automated any robot arms yet, and I'm regretting the fact that we haven't. We're going to keep exact. 512? That's not too many, right? That's exactly the right amount, actually. Although, okay, so here's the thing. This takes 1 second to do, which means it's entirely possible. Oh, okay. Let's change this to 512. So this is the first stress test that this is going to have. I think it'll work because that is here. Let's actually, if I grab here, if I come in here, recipe for this in the wire mill, shift here to overclock. Perfect. 0.6 seconds to make 2. So it should be making more than 3 per second. We can at least set that to 3. That's my theory. Let's see if it holds true. And this one is, yeah, this is going to be taking out 1 per second. So we will be updating faster than it can take out. Looks like it. And then every once in a while, it kicks back on. And the secret here is, and we should be using ULV. It's so much harder to make the ULV ones because you got to do wrought iron, and I don't have any wrought iron automated right now. Yeah, so it'll go down to 62. It's never going to go to 63, or it's never going to redo it at 63. Okay, so I think this will work. I think this is the only thing that might happen is this should work reliably. However, if these empty, and these empty, then we'll get madness. But as long as these are all locked, we should be good. Okay. So you're making gold cables, and as long as you're making the gold cables, I know I said I'm not going to do it like this, but I'm going to do it like this. Oh, you know what we can do? Here, let's... I don't want to have 2 of these, and we need 2 of these, so let's go ahead and grab it. We are going to do it the way I said we were not going to do it. We're going to... Well, okay, so I want each one of these to be kind of separate, its own little unit, so if we update one, we don't have to update the rest. And when we share inputs like this, it's really hard to make that happen. But at the same token, yeah, I mean, you have to, right? I mean, you don't have to, but it seems like a good plan. You should probably be doing that. Okay, so you're getting power. We're going to go ahead and put another pump in here. Import. And see, this is where it would be nice if I could just pump in. And I think we're going to. It's too silly not to. Well, okay, hold on. No, we're not. And this is why. Because getting this to go to here with the robot arm is not going to happen. You're set to only do 512, yeah. And yeah, so we are gonna. It's so dumb to do it like this, but it's so much easier in the long run, I think. So shift left click, shift right click, and then we have to use the robot arm because otherwise this will fill all the way up. $16 is a good number. Got 16 gold cable, and we will have you. See, now where do I put this? I could put it here, but I don't like doing that because it blocks everything. But I guess that's what we're gonna do. Although, well, hold on. We'll grab you, shift left click. Remember to left click, left click, left click. Okay. Shift right click. Okay, good. And if we right click here, keep exact 16 import. Okay, and you need a 1. And again, this is all very, very inefficient. I'm well aware of that. We are using single machines when more than one machine would do. But at the same token, it's an awful lot to keep exact. 512 is fine. I mean, we might start making, so if we do conveyor belt. Conveyor module, sorry. So EV, okay, we do make the other ones. But LUV is where they practically stop, it looks like. After this, it's all used. Oh, they're not even used as ingredients. Yeah, they are. Okay. UIV is not. UXV. OPV. I think that's opulent voltage. I have no idea what these are after a certain point. Okay, so it's fine. HV is 64 items a second. That's a stack a second. If we are doing more than that, can I change? Oh, that's the robot arm. Do we have any robot? I haven't used a conveyor belt for something like this in a while. What do we have where we're using conveyor belts? Right here. Your conveyor belt. Okay, so we can change the rate of the conveyor belt. That's good to know. Oh, I do. Splits items equally across connected inventories. That's what I wanted to know. That I don't understand. But it doesn't matter. It's. I have it set like this, so it shouldn't matter. Right, but you'll notice that none of these machines are running. Which is where the waste comes in. All of these machines are just sitting idle. Now, what we should be doing is having them all completely fill all of these things, and then like filling a giant buffer like this, and then we can sell when the prices are high. That would be what the standard business approach would be. But obviously, I'm not going to do that because it's icky. Okay, what I do want to do though is grab you. Why are you taking so long? Bro. You're empty. You're silicone rubber. Okay, why are you not... This thing where I have to replace all these machines all the time. Come on. Is that, I need to remember to look that up. Because if that might be like an optimization from like, what are these? Oh, you know what? I had a whole tutorial that I did on optimization and stuff that was in the last episode. Oh boy. That's fine. I'm still running that whole like the sadness of what's coming in. So chloride here has got a bunch of stuff. I talked about the frame rates and stuff. It seems to be okay now though. It seemed to be okay then too. So I guess we will see. But chloride and bedium, they changed some of the underlying mechanics here. So I wonder if, yeah, you know what? Here, let me I'm actually gonna look that up real quick. There's some stuff like simulation distance might be it, but that's just high enough that it's not a problem. It could be the Ender Tanks mod itself, which is what I've been assuming, but the fact that both pipes and Ender Tanks makes me not sure if that's a thing. But this entity culling here, this shouldn't be it because this doesn't stop things from ticking, I don't think. It just stops things if they're really far away. But yeah, I've been looking around, haven't found anything particularly interesting. I was curious if nope. Good job typing, buddy. Yeah, lithium's not in the pack because that maybe used to have stuff in it. I think lithium and sodium are forks of the same thing. All right, so we've got these guys going. I did left click this. Okay, you're making stuff. We may just have to replace all of these every time. Like, oh, come on. That's like the worst place. All right, where was that now? It was right here, right? See, it's not, the problem is that you only notice on the usage side, but it's on the production side. Oh, hey, we've got persulfate being made. We have some persulfate being made, right? Because we need to put something in here. Sorry, that was a whole, oh no! That's a super chest, but still, I didn't, I should have locked that. Okay, well, we need to get that up and going too at some point. I just, that whole line, I don't like it. That's what I always get a kick out of. Like, you're playing a game, do what you like. Of course, I say that, and then I do a bunch of stuff that I probably should do. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and probably just surround this guy. That's my thought right now, although these may end up going somewhere else. But for now, right, that seems fine. So I haven't had any problem with the ender drawers. That mod seems pretty stable. It just seems to be liquid. It almost makes me think that if you're gonna do a liquid mod, you really gotta stop treating them like liquids and just start treating them like items. I just can't come up with any other way to make it worthwhile. But it's fine. It's fine. The millibuckets thing, I think, is probably what's messing with people. Okay, we need to go and do... Oh, right. If we're going to do these, we should probably do pistons too, right? And if we're going to do pistons... Oh, we're going to do... Yeah, we'll do pistons. Wow. What I really need are the pumps, though. I don't want to do... Well, we can... what does a pump need? HV pump. We need to do rotors and screws and stainless steel fluid pipes, and we've already got the gold cables. Okay. It's not the worst, right? We need to make a extruder. 2 extruders. And this is where I want to make the advanced extruder. Or the multi-block extruder. Okay. Well, we already have it here somewhere. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. I do need that, but here. We're good. Get rid of all of this stuff because... Oh, I should have kept that. I'm not going to worry about it. That Kovar is not useful right now. We have to get a vacuum freezer. Many things, many things. So 2 extruders, 3 extruders. That's all we're going to do. 3 extruders, which is Canthal. No. No, we don't have any Canthal. Okay. If we're going to make Canthal, then we need to blast furnace it. Chromium, aluminum, iron. That we actually all have now, so maybe this won't be too big a deal. Where am I going? I'm going for where we have the stuff, which is... We have aluminum over here. We have iron in there. I think the chromium is... down here. One of these should be chromium. That one. So this is one of those... This is why we're going to make the giant mixer. So all of these items, all of these metals that we have to automate, we have easily done. But I do have... Aluminum, chromium. Oh, I need iron. You are a... Well, what is Canthal then? Canthal. It's a 1. Okay. Let's switch you to a 1 while I run up and grab some iron dust. We have so much of it over here, but this is easy to grab. I think one of the things that I need to get over is the fact that... No! Dag nabbit. I hate that when that happens. We don't need nickel invar dust like at all. There are a few things we need it for, I guess. Alright, well, I guess we need to go over here. Come around here. Go into here. Grab like 20 iron. Here, this will be enough. We're in north. It's right here. Iron dust. Okay, so if we need 3 extruders, then that is 1, 2, 3 extruders. That's 4 double Canthal. 4x Canthal, isn't it? Okay, so that's 8 per. So we need 24 Canthal. There we go. And luckily, I happen to know that our blast furnace up here is not just EV, but it's also empty. So that did 2, right? Yes. It's only 30 seconds. It did say EV, right? No, it's only... Oh, right. It's only HV because... we're running it off the MB energy hatches. Nice. All right, sterling silver. I don't need this offhand, but we'll go ahead and put it here. Yeah. All right, so while that's running, we're so close to making pumps. We can make... What does a bender require? because we do need a bender here shortly. 2 motors and 2 pistons. We need this for the pistons. So to make these guys, we're going to need a lathe, another extruder. Okay. Yeah. Where are we going? We're going over to the north side. Come on. Yeah, just got to get it right along on the edge there. And go back up here. So hard to figure out where we're going because all the stuff's gone. All right. Yeah, so we'll make another extruder. In the meantime, we'll go make a couple of lathes. No, 1 lathe. And these are gold. That's fine. And a bender. Okay. So, and bender advanced 2. And lathe advanced. That guy. And that requires the diamond grinding head, which we were gonna make, but we didn't because weirdness. Okay, so I'm not even, it doesn't matter. Basically the thing we use to make the diatron crystals, it's not keeping up. We really need to automate the augments if we're going to use it, because we need those to last longer. And now that we've got the flex networks, wow. There's a, where was a, oh, I know where it is. Macerator's over here. Yeah. And then luckily it doesn't, centrifuge, because it's already carbon. Alright, we need some steel, which I know is just over here. I just wasn't thinking ahead. We could, while we're here, grab that. I've got more in here. Yeah, we should probably put this someplace we can easily find it. And you can hold it like this. It's not until you actually put it in your inventory that it damages you. But there's a whole challenge for playing just Gregtech, like the Iron Man mode, and I don't like that mode. It's there's nothing wrong with it per se. Did I get the iron? I came all the way up here to get iron or steel, and I didn't get steel. Good. Yeah, it doesn't seem fun because there's lots of mods out there that do lots of things, and Gregtech has kind of a preferred solution for things. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Gregtech New Horizons is so popular, because it was somebody else coming up with Gregtech solutions for things. At least I think that's what it was. Could be something else, I guess. All right, so we've automatically got... I don't remember... Oh, I know why. We'll keep these here. Maybe do 8 more. Oh, right. Yeah, we don't have anything to... I don't have the wires on me. That's one of the things we're going to automate here soon, too. So, let's go to... Oh, no. We're not ready yet. We're going to go over here. Oh, wait. Yes, we are. We need to drop this stuff up in here. Oh, that's output. No, what are you not working? You have no... Oh! Huh. Finally ran out of water. Okay, well, let's go get some water. We should probably give it more than just... Where are we making that distilled water? Is that still upstairs, or did I move it down here? I think it might still be upstairs. That would be over here. And is this really a thing we're still doing up here? We should really fix that if it is. No. Okay, well then where did I start this? I should make notes. I do make notes. They're just not the notes that help. All right. Distilled water. If I was some distilled water, where would I be? Also, why are you not working? Why are you not working? Oh, we gotta replace like all of those. It's fine. We'll get there. There's got to be an updated. Are you? Your fluoric acid, fluorine gas. Why are you not? Because you're not getting enough topaz. I don't know why it's not getting topaz, but we'll figure that out eventually too. Okay. I may need to stop here in a second and just go find this. And not that. Oh, you know what? I forgot there's an entire up here. And this seems like where we would have done it because it was right around the time. No. That's glass. That's what I was thinking. Okay, give me a second. Let me go find it. I cannot find it for the life of me. I remember doing it, and I remember because we put the infinite water supply on it, but I cannot find where I put it. I did, however, find something else using it, so we can. This should be 373, and I think we'll have to go double check. Is 7 gray or light gray? 7's got to be gray. No! Tag, nabbit! I didn't know that that was a thing that would happen. Awesome. Okay, well, you can go away. And I need some black now. And blue and white. Okay. Do we get gray? Yeah, it's right there. Would you go back to black, please? Light blue does not help me. Alright, so we should be able to say this is gray. Anyway, so 373 was the, no. Light blue, gray, light blue was what it was. So if I do you here, you. There's a little soldering alloy in there because I guess I must have pumped it in. Yeah, so you've got, it's going to be 2 blocks. We have 2 blocks sitting somewhere just pumping away. Well, 3 blocks probably because it'll probably be distillation, distillery, the thing, the tank, and then the ender tank on top of that. Where? Now I don't remember where we were doing with this. Oh, right. We're going to over here, and we're going to do advanced chemical bath. Put you there. And give you a pump. Set you to import. That was quite the... I actually just need the canthal to go, though. Okay. This beryllium bronze is for something. The black steel... okay. Let's run up and... snag, oh, you know what? That is where it pulls from. So if I come back over here, we should be able to grab this in our output up here. And this was way too much drama to get. Okay. With the misclicks today, that's a lot. Okay, so we'll run over here. We're going to drop... Yeah, I had it put into this pipe. Okay, or into this crate. So, you, and you. It should be pulling them in there. We should get the canthal on here. And this is why I was okay with this, because it can stack it up in here. Okay, so as soon as those are done, we'll run them through the wire mill. In the meantime, I guess this guy is free for my use. And we were making extruders, right? No, we were going to make a bender. Right, so I need to make this guy for one. Or no, lathe. We were working on the lathe right now. It's I'm running through all of the items in reverse order. It's called a stack. All right, diamond grinding head for the lathe, motor, cables, and 2 processors. Okay, so this is the part that's nice. So now I can run up here. Bro, did I seriously not? Okay, you block. This game is like 90% running around putting out fires. Okay, so over here in our multi-maker motor madness guy, why are you? You're missing. Oh, that's not good. No, wait. You're missing coded wires because you decided not to import silicone? Come on now. You guys got to work with me, not against me. So much. Okay, now would you let me block it, please? Okay, why did you do that? You're just gonna ignore the fact that I'm locking it. Okay, whatever. Alright, so this is making all this electrum wire. And the electrum wire is doing good. Okay, and electrum wire takes that long. So we can even set this to 2, I think. And it should just keep up. Nice. We don't care if this is full. We only care if this is full. Okay. And we do need these buffers to be full enough that no matter what it's crafting. So this one would even be better to probably be 1,000, but we'll do that for now. In fact, what we could do is just have these out. Well, then it would only do 1 at a time. Whatever. That's fine. I really wish I could figure out. Oh, you're kidding me. It's right here, and we could have just used it. Okay, awesome. Okay, what were we even working on now? I was going to grab 3 motors. That's what I was going to grab. So let's run over here, because this is going to be the guy that's stealing them. As they come in here, we need 1. That's it. And then a piston. A couple of pistons. What do we need for the bender? 5, 6. 2 for that. 4 for that. Okay. Let's go make 3 pistons, and these should be the last pistons we have to make. Everything after this, gravy. Well, no, we have to make them when we get to EV here manually, but, you know, other than that, gravy. Okay, so in here, we're going to put 9. And in here, we're going to put 3. And over here, we're going to put 3. And then we should be able to come back around and pick them up in the same order. We have... I did not put 9 in there. 9. 3. And those 6. And then we should be able to use that to make These pistons, yes. We should be able to use that to make the advanced lathe. No, because we are out of gold cables now, which is okay. We're going to run back down here. This is why we have these things automated. We're going to jump around here and grab a stack of that. Hey, and you know what? We're just going to do that for a second. Can you stop for a second? Let me lock you. Thank you. So at least that way I know what's there when you're empty. How many are you making? 512. So it should just be filling up its buffer now. Okay. Thank you. Please fill up your buffer. And in that case, you should really probably be making 1,000. Like, that really is okay for you to do, right? Sure. Okay. We might be... We're not tapping into our power supply, right? Yeah, we still have full battery buffer. Okay, so... Do we have... You know what? I've got a crafting table down here. Bender is missing 1 stainless steel plate. Okay. And this lathe, though, is good. And... we are too many things that trying to do at once. That is why my inventory is always full. Stainless steel plate. Right. That is... that one. Here, there, and then there. And then now we can make this guy. And actually, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool indeed. No, now we need 2 of those. Okay. Okay. So we're going to come down here. We're going to run over here and snag the... No, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to snag all these Canthal ingots. Why are you not running? You are. Okay, good. And we're going to run these through this wire mill down here. South wire mill, Anthol. And then we're going to run over to this end and put... Oh, no, we have to go over here first. Go to southeast, and we have to grab this. Why are you empty? Oh, because... Okay, this is becoming an event. This is becoming an event. Over... No, over here. You are making so many motors that we are out of stainless steel. Yep. Okay, whatever. It will not be able to keep up. We may need to up that to HV. What are you running right now? You are running 456, 55 seconds per. That is not sufficient. That is not sufficient at all. So, that might need to get improved. I don't think I have them on me right now, but we can definitely do that. Let's go over here and do over this real quick. We are going to go to the north. Yeah, this is where we're doing this automation. And then the pistons, man, let's just bam, bam. Bender goes here, and I can actually use a conveyor module on this one. Import. When you get around to it, it'll be a level 1. Yep, perfect. And we'll go up there. And this is another one where we want the robot arm. And it's one part we want it to output, but we could just automatically output it. It's one part that we don't want this to be full, so we can at least put stuff back in there when we're done. But mostly it's just there's no reason to have that much on hand. Although I'm kind of, when we're bulk putting everything out, it does seem like maybe there's a use to it. We have the lathe over there. We're going to make another lathe. I just made a lathe we don't need. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab you off. We're going to grab you off. We're going to run this over. And this might go away. So I'm actually just going to put it right down next to it. And then we're going to grab this guy. Put you down right there. Okay. So this wants a conveyor belt going in. And it wants a robot arm going out. Supply, keep exact. 512, sure. That's a lot. We're going to take forever to do that. I got to be honest, at this point, I've been working hard enough on this that I may just leave this running overnight. And then we want to take you and make you go over here and swap you over to this guy. But we have to put the robot arm in you first. Yeah. You're going to be keep exact. 8, import. Put you down and then link you. And that's a steel rod. That's fine. We're not doing that yet. And the reason why I said we just made a thing we don't need is because, although we actually will need it for the pump whenever we get around to the pump. If we're going to get to the pump, we might not get to the pump today. We are doing some of the automation we need to do. We're cleaning things up as we go. It just takes a long time. Everything takes forever right now. We have the cantho wires, so theoretically should be able to grab these. And did we really think we need 4? I mean, I guess if we said we needed 4 extruders, we'll get 4 extruders, we'll use them. Where are we going to... We're going to run over here. We're going to grab some of these gold cables. Yep. And we're going to run back over to where we've got those HV machine holes. Kind of tooling along a little bit. And we can put... Oh. I already had some gold cables. Crazy. Alright, well, you can go in there along with you. And then we have that. And then what do we need for the extruder? Stainless steel fluid pipes. So, oh, we're out of stainless steel. Okay. We are just going to grab 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't remember what we were using this all for, but now we're using it for this. Right. Extruder. These guys, like so. Like so. And then we're going to need another assembler. Oh my goodness. So many things we need. So needy. We're so needy today. We got these. So the only thing we're missing for these... Oh, is more pistons. Okay. That was 4, right? No. 8. Okay. We don't have enough stuff for the pistons yet. But we can jump down here to north. And I bet you we are all out of this stuff. In which case, It is. Oh. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. And you can go. I don't need you right now. Although, actually, we do need to put it down. Right there. Then I guess this guy's gonna go that. And then we don't need this one here, but I don't want to pick it up again. So, right. We're gonna go get some plates. Need 12 plates. Wait, we already have plates, right? Yeah, we got plates upstairs. We'll get those plates. What we really need now. Wait, why are you empty? Okay. Dag nabbit. Okay. That's not working, and that makes me mad. I thought this was all going to be perfect, and everything's working except for the one that doesn't want to work. Oh, no, none of you are working. Why are you not working? Why are you all in the wrong places? Like, what we could do is we could do that, right? No, because we can't... We can't put into an output bus. Okay, so this might not work. This might not work. Which is very disappointing. This is going to be too finicky. I really want this to work, though, because... I don't have a because. I just want this to work. It seems like a cool... Like, this would be the... Well, it's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll fix it later. So many laters. Right now, I am out of everything. Out of everything. Okay, so we're kind of at a hard stop. That's what I'm sensing. For many reasons. But not least of which because otherwise I'm going to lose my mind with all the things that are supposed to be working and aren't working. Just need a little bit more of everything, but we don't have it. And in here we should have some HV energy hatches. So let's grab these. Now, just to double check, you are still full, right? So if I like crank out another 6 amps, you're not going to be mad, right? If it is, we will handle it. I had a thought. Oh, I know. Hold on. Yeah, we'll do this first. It's over in Southeast. Yes. Okay. So we're going to lose this batch. No matter what I do, I can't seem to make that not happen. We're going to break you. You're 16 amps, yes. So I can put you in there. And I can break you. I put you in there. And you're running at EV. That should be twice as fast. So be it. That is using up 2. This is using up 1, 2, 10 of those solar panels, which means we need to get some more. And I just remembered, I think we set up... Where would I just write it here? I always get that one lost. I think I have... Yeah, phosphorus dust. Okay. So we've got phosphorus dust. I think I've got some indium gallium down there. We'll grab this. And we're going to say this is like a 10-minute craft, so we're not going to sit here and wait for this. Up here and here, maybe, we have some This one. Gallium arsenide. Except we are full up on our inventory, so that can go in there. And this can come out. No, I just want 2. Okay, so if I come in here and I put in this first, then this, great. You're going to run, like I said, it's a 600 second recipe. I am tempted to throw, in fact, I am going to do that. Where would it be? You know what? I know where. We're going to go over here. We're going to go over here. I'm going to grab this guy right here. I'm going to hit this with a left click, and then we're going to grab this one. This one. And I've got to just let this run. Otherwise, we're sitting around doing nothing. And while like I said, I don't like to let the game run just to run. Same token, I have some editing to do. I have some work to do. I have some writing to do. I'll get some stuff done, and I'll come and check on this every now and again. This is maybe not going to keep up. In fact, I'm not sure this is going to keep up because... Doggone it. Okay. Everything's falling apart all at once. It was all working great, and then we started expanding, and the exact same thing that I do every time is what's rearing its head. Yeah, it's, here, we're going to do this, and this may be a terrible idea, but we kind of bounce back and forth between terrible ideas. Yeah, we're going to run over here, and whichever one is making, that's the one. That's the one that's making stainless steel, and so I think you're out of battery. You are. For some reason, it's got a little bit of battery. No, it's still got enough battery, but it keeps running out. So we're going to swap this over, and that's going to eat like all those batteries. But do I have... I thought I had one of the other kind, but I don't. I don't think adding this will help. But it is filling that back up. It's just a question of whether we have enough batteries to last. Can't get through there. It's fine. Yeah, like I said, this is just not keeping up, and what it's waiting on is it's waiting on these diamonds. And I wonder if it needs maintenance. Let's go check. There's all of these running around all the time things. I would like... This is what we were supposed to be resetting at HV. Okay, you're running. You're running. You're supposed to be getting diamonds. But you are obviously not getting diamonds fast enough for that machine downstairs. We'll figure that out at some point. And you know what? We don't need you competing, so we'll grab that and we'll move you over here. The emeralds don't make anywhere near as much power, but we're also not competing with the thing we've got downstairs, so you know, that's a benefit. Yeah, so once that finishes, it'll swap over. This is powering all of this stuff over here. Oh no, it's not. It's just powering these couple machines. What is powering this? Oh, solar. Great. Okay. Alright, so it doesn't feel like we got much done, but we kind of did. We automated conveyor belts. Is that really the only tangible thing we did today? Okay, let's, got like 2 minutes that I'm going to spend trying to get this. Okay. Are all of these messed up, though? That's the question. It's just these two, and my guess would be I've got these. Oh, I know what it is. That's why I had these set down to 1. So what happened was, because the output over there, the throughput's so high, this might not work then. So this guy, in fact, here, I can pull the Electrum out of this, because I know it's going to do gold. Yeah, so what happened was all of these machines were pulling so fast that this one and this one lost a stack in here, and it persisted for 64 seconds, which is telling me that this whole machine is kind of not necessary, because it's just going to sit here and wait. So it's super cheap when it runs, but there's no way I'm going to be able to keep all of these things separated. I'd really like for somebody to have a way to do that. It just seems like if I could set... Because we can do that with liquids, right? If we come over here. If I fall and miss. So, point is, I'm not going to fix that because it's not fixable. But, like, if I come over here, I can set this one. This is easy. We just... Why do you only have 800 chlorine? Because we don't have very much chlorine. That's all it was. Right. Okay. But if I come over here, I grab this hydrochloric acid out, and I come here, I can lock the output hatch. So why can't I lock the... I just feel like I should be able to lock this output hatch as well. No? You're just not gonna let me. Yeah, I should be able to lock this output hatch. And that option is not down here. Oh, wait a second. Can we put filters in? If I could put filters in, that would be beautiful. Do I have any filters? Yes, I still have filters. I want to go in here. That's not how the filter works, is it? This is sides. And that one's already got one. That's why it's not letting me. Okay. I don't think it's possible. I'll have to play with it some more. See if anybody else has got one. Otherwise, apologies for the kind of hectic episode, but everything seems to have broken. I'm actually gonna honestly play for a little bit and see if I can get things sorted, because I feel like I am running all over the place, and it shouldn't be like that right now. So until next time, I'll catch you on the flippity flop.